Most people train their legs to grow their quads. They forget about the other muscle groups like your hamstrings, your glutes. When you build up your quads, it looks out of proportion, right? Your quads just look too big, your hamstrings are not popping out, glutes are not in proportion with the rest of your leg. So here's my 5 exercises that I would personally do if I had to just narrow it down to 5. These are the most, like, I guess, efficacious ones I would choose. The first one would be some sort of a squat, ideally a hack squat or a pendulum squat. That is going to be great for targeting the overall quads, okay? Especially, you're going to be getting a lot of stimulus throughout a great range of the movement, through the mid range, the lengthen range, right? So you're going to be hitting a lot of boxes there. The next thing I would do is a quad extension. Now, I know some people have differing opinions about a quad extension, saying it's not great. Personally, I think it's like one of the best quad developers, um, especially you're working the short position very, very well. A lot of people say, or I guess a group of people say that it's really bad for the knees. I don't think so. If you're moving with, a steady tempo and you're not, you know, butchering the form, I guess, and you're lifting weights you're actually capable of lifting, then you'll be fine, right? Now, moving on from quads to glutes. For glutes, I would do two things: a hinge movement and a thrust movement. So, that hinge movement can be an RDL, an SLDL. Yes, an SLDL will probably work a bit more hamstring, but again, you're still going to be working the posterior chain very, very well. Or you could do an RDL to make sure you're hitting the glutes. And I would finish off with a thrusting movement, so a hip thrust. Don't shy away from that. A lot of guys like to shy away from a hip thrust. I would do them. You'll get crazy glute development out of them. Especially, it works the shortened position very, very well. And lastly, for hamstrings, some sort of a curl variation, right? So that could be like an upright seated curl, a lying curl, anything like that, honestly. And then lastly, I know it's not in, the top 5 sort of thing I'm doing, but calves. Don't make sure you don't skip calves so your physique looks proportionate.